If you ask any person in the film industry today what is one of the most significant and iconic film movements that has happened in history, many will likely say Italian Neorealism. The movement emerged in the mid-1940s as a response to the tumultuous social-political landscape of post-World War II Italy. At this time, anti-fascist sentiments were on a rise, and there were a growing interest in realist art forms among young intellectuals. Italian cinema was known for its luxurious films in lavish sets in studios outside the city. However, after Italy's liberation in 1945, these sets became refugee camps, which forced filmmakers to move into the city. They started making use of location shooting and non-professional actors and employed a greater emphasis on regional dialects. Amidst this backdrop, Italian neorealism directors like Vittorio de Sica utilized cinema as a way to reflect the raw emotions and harsh realities faced by many Italians who were disappointed and disillusioned with the state of their government. De Sica's innovative works such as Bicycle Thieves and Shoeshine stand as examples of this movement's focus on portraying the struggles of everyday people. In this analysis, we delve into De Sica's deliberate choice of casting children as protagonists in these films. The children in his films serve as symbols of resilience amidst adversity, offering a moving commentary on a nation striving to rebuild itself in the aftermath of war and political upheaval. One of Vittorio de Sica's first neorealist films, Shoeshine, revolves around two young boys, Giuseppe and Pasquale, who work as shoeshine boys on the streets of Rome to make ends meet. Through their eyes, the audience is immersed in the struggles of post-war Italy, where poverty, crime, and desperation are evident and real. The children represent innocence and vulnerability in a world that has been torn apart by war and economic hardship. Giuseppe and Pasquale dream of a better life, saving their hard-earned money to buy a horse. However, their aspirations are shattered when they get involved in a stolen goods crime, leading to their arrest. Inside the detention center, their innocence collides with the brutal reality of their situation. They encounter corruption, violence, and betrayal, which tests the strength of their friendship and resilience. Their friendship and dreams provide a poignant contrast to the harshness of their surroundings. De Sica shows their resourcefulness, but also ways in which they are exploited and betrayed by the adults around them. In the final moments of the film, Pasquale weeps over Giuseppe's lifeless body, symbolizing not only the loss of innocence, but also the broader loss experienced by all Italians during this horrible time. Pasquale's sorrow reflects the grief of a nation dealing with the aftermath of a war. In his tears, we see the anguish of a generation robbed of its hopes and dreams. The ending of Shoeshine leaves a lasting impression on the audience and serves as a powerful reminder of the fragile nature of innocence and the tragic consequences of a world plagued by corruption and violence.
Two years after Shoeshine, Vittorio de Sica released Bicycle Thieves, a film that focuses on the enduring bond between a father, Antonio Ricci, and his son Bruno. Bicycle Thieves explores the struggle of Antonio trying to sustain his family in an economically devastated Rome. The film centers on the search for Antonio's stolen bicycle, accompanied by his son Bruno. While the bicycle could be perceived as an ordinary object, it is embedded with huge significance, representing hope and the necessity of maintaining employment in a horrible economy. The film focuses on the relationship between the father and son, as we often see a juxtaposition between a shot where Antonio acts in a certain way and immediately see Bruno's reaction to this. Through this juxtaposition, we see that the film illustrates how behavior patterns can be passed from father to son. Bruno is learning how to be a man from his father throughout the film, and his future will be determined by his father's choices and outcomes. Bruno is an example of the innocence and potential of the young generation that is corrupted by the social, economic, and political circumstances of post-war Italy.
In Italian neorealism, children represent hope, innocence, and the realities of post-war Italy. In Shoeshine, the lives of Giuseppe and Pasquale highlight the vulnerability and resilience of young people against the backdrop of poverty and corruption. Their fate in the criminal justice system says a lot about the unfairness and corruption of post-war society, condemning young and innocent individuals. Similarly, Bicycle Thieves uses the father-son relationship to highlight the impact of society on the family unit. Bruno, the son, observes and learns from his father, Antonio's increasingly desperate actions to recover a stolen bicycle, a symbol of their survival. As Bruno witnesses his father's moral compromises, the film illustrates how the harsh realities of the time are shaping the next generation, corrupting their innocence and potential. By the end of the film, Bruno recognizes the immortality of his father's attempted theft, but he can't do anything about it.
Together, these films underscore the significance of children in Italian Neorealism as both victims and bearers of hope, reflecting the deep social and economic strains of the era. By shifting away from the over-the-top studio sets to gritty urban locations and employing non-professional actors, Neorealism aimed to authentically capture the struggles of ordinary people. Through the lens of children, specifically Giuseppe, Pasquale, and Bruno, these films vividly depict the harsh realities faced by post-war Italian society. The innocence of these young protagonists serves as reminders of hope amidst troubling times. In Shoeshine, Giuseppe and Pasquale's dreams are shattered by the corruption and violence they encounter, while in Bicycle Thieves, Bruno witnesses his father's moral descent in the pursuit of survival. Through these narratives, Sica stresses the intergenerational impact of societal hardship, as children bear witness to the moral compromises and struggles of those around them. Audiences are forced to swallow the reality of Italy in this period, and the children aim to remind us that even in the darkest of times, hope persists in the hearts of the innocent.